Ilia Topuria ran into Alexander Volkanovski at the UFC PI.
Oh, please. Bro, how are you?
Oh, good, man. Good. How are you doing? All right?
Very good, very good. What about you? How
Yeah,
do you
good,
feel?
good.
Man,
Very
nice
good,
to see you,
good.
bro.
Yeah, you too, you too.
Man,
Good sweat out, huh?
Yeah, very good.
Good stuff.
We have a major update on Ben Askren. For those who are unaware, Ben has been battling severe pneumonia in the hospital since UFC 316. His wife Amy revealed last week that he was on a ventilator and ECMO to support him. When they would wean his sedation, Ben could open his eyes and squeeze hands. However, his body couldn't handle coming off too much sedation. She said that she was praying for a miracle with Ben's current lungs. However, Ben will be needing a lung transplant. Amy posted another update to her Facebook. She wrote, "As of late last night, Ben is officially on the transplant list. Please pray he can get stronger and stay stable without complications while he waits, and they find an amazing match for him and he accepts it smoothly. Also, please pray for whoever that donor may be and his family. It's going to be a huge adjustment for Ben, but our family is so thankful that his other organs are okay and that there is a path forward. While he is having more periods of awareness, he's not able to look at his phone yet and respond to messages. I am hoping he can get there in the next week or two. Also hoping we will get to a place soon where he can talk while on a trach. Yesterday he kept mouthing something for a while, and we finally figured out he was saying coffee. He can't have it yet. What a huge relief to see him asking for something so normal. I'm so thankful his mind is healthy, and I can't wait to have him back. We are also so thankful for the amazing community we have, from close friends we haven't talked to in 20 plus years, to strangers who have reached out to share their similar stories or pray. Thank you." Diego Lopes versus Jean Silva has been booked for Noche UFC on September 13th.
The main event. Diego Lopes, 22 of his 26 wins have come by finish. He'll be taking on Jean Silva, who's on a 13-fight win streak, with every one of those ending by finish.
Diego Lopes posted this on X following the news. He wrote, "Anyone, anytime, anywhere." We are thinking that may have been directed at Yair Rodriguez, who previously claimed that Diego turned down a fight with Silva in the past. UFC BJJ 1 goes down tonight live on YouTube. The UFC has revealed what the championship belt looks like. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Tom Aspinall's father, Andy Aspinall, wasn't too pleased with how the UFC announced his son as the official heavyweight champion following Jon Jones' retirement. As most of you know, Dana White made the announcement during the UFC Baku post-fight press conference, but Andy felt it should have been treated as a much bigger moment. In an interview with Uncrowned Combat, he said, "I sent a message to Hunter saying, I can't think of a worse way you could have done it. For me, the heavyweight championship of an organization is quite a big thing, and I don't think Tom deserved to find out at a press conference in the middle of the night. We just happened to be awake at the time. It's poor man management of Jones and Tom. I like the personnel at the UFC, but for me, they just don't do things right sometimes." Ilia Topuria is extremely confident he will finish Charles Oliveira this weekend. He says it will come within the first 2 to 3 minutes of the fight.
So stylistically, to be honest, his style is perfect for me because I don't need to close the distance with him because he walks forward since the first second. So those kind of styles are much easier for me because most of the time I have to close the distance with my opponents. For example, if you watch my fight against Volkanovski or Max Holloway, I had to walk forward all the time and close the distance, which I don't gonna have to do with Charles because he's gonna walk forward and we're gonna find each other in the center of the octagon since the first second. So it's gonna be much easier than me because he's not gonna be able to see me coming. I think it's gonna be more striking fight. Since the first second, he's gonna feel the speed and the power. He's gonna start to look for the takedowns and for the ground game. But I think that it's gonna be very, very quick because I'm gonna finish him in the first 2 or 3 minutes. Because as I told you, as I mentioned, I'm not gonna need to close the distance with him. We're gonna find each other since the first second. So when that happens, I'm too much for my opponents. I'm too good for them.
Justin Gaethje says he's waiting on the outcome of Ilia Topuria versus Charles Oliveira before making his next move. Gaethje has won 4 out of his last 5 fights, most recently earning a unanimous decision win over Rafael Fiziev in their rematch. He's been vocal about deserving the next title shot, and according to his manager Ali Abdelaziz, Gaethje has even mentioned the possibility of retiring if he doesn't get it. Speaking to MMAfighting.com, Gaethje said, "I'm waiting for the winner of Ilia and Charles. They fight next week, June 28th. I'll be there. That's who I want to fight." Gaethje also gave his take on Ilia Topuria, saying he may move up to the welterweight division if Islam Makhachev defeats Jack Della Maddalena to become the champion. Gaethje continued, "I can't control any of that, so I don't spend no energy on it. Sounds stupid to me. We'll see." Renato Moicano versus Beneil Dariush goes down this weekend at UFC 317. Moicano admits that Dariush may have more power than him, but he sees himself as the more technical striker with better wrestling, and he thinks he will beat him up.
He's very dangerous, make no mistake. He just look old, but he's good. 2 jiu-jitsu guys with okay stand-up, okay striking. Beneil Dariush probably has more power than me on the strikings, but probably I'm a little bit more technical skill-wise than him on striking. And I believe on my ground game a lot. I believe in my wrestling. I think I'm better than wrestling than him. So I see myself beating him up, making money, making myself well-respected figure in the MMA community. You know, I want people to know who Renato Moicano is and get money along the way. Not really. The division is kind of crowded right now. I just want to go over there, focus, and beat Dariush.
Robert Whittaker gives his prediction for Ilia Topuria versus Charles Oliveira. Right now, Ilia is a minus 345 favorite, and Rob thinks he would be even more of a massive favorite if it wasn't for the fact that he's moving up to lightweight. He says he doesn't see how Charles will be able to win this fight.
I think, though, Ilia is a different beast. Okay, I think a lot of the support that's going towards Charles winning this fight comes from the fact that we don't know what Ilia is going to look like moving up. Now, I've seen a lot of photos circulating of like Ilia next to the Chihuahua guy, and, then Charles, and then Charles next to the Chihuahua guy. Sorry, dude. What? That's isn't that his nickname? I don't
Go on. I'm sorry for
you
stopping
know
you.
what I was talking about.
Yeah, I do.
And then they're looking at size discrepancies. I don't think it's going to be a problem. I think if they were in, if weight wasn't in the equation, I don't think it would. I think Ilia would be a huge favorite. I don't know what the odds are right now. Is Ilia the favorite?
I think Ilia is the favorite. I'll pull him up in a second.
It makes sense, okay, but I think he would be a landslide favorite if weight wasn't really a factor in this fight. Ilia is a weapon. What he did to Volk and what he did to Max, 2 of the best featherweights, Volk being the best featherweight to have ever done it.
Yeah.
Okay? He starched 2 legends of the sport. Okay, that is
crazy, man.
Unreal. Ilia's skill set is ridiculous. Now again, Charles is phenomenal as well. Super dangerous off his back. Ilia has the grappling to do it. Charles standing, very textbook, but gets hit a lot. Ilia loves scrapping, loves moving on the inside, loves slipping punches to land punches. He's so good at dirty boxing. I just don't see where Charles wins his fight against Ilia.
Ciryl Gane seems to have hinted that something is in the works for him, following the news of Jon Jones retiring and Tom Aspinall becoming the undisputed UFC heavyweight champion. Gane posted this to Instagram. He wrote, "Everything is now set in motion." Gane also sat down for an interview with UFC Unfiltered today and says he's confident it's him versus Aspinall next. He went on to say, "My manager talked to the matchmaking with Hunter Campbell. I know they work on it this week, and we keep in touch. Nothing fixed yet. We're just waiting for more discussions and maybe a location and date. We are really confident of this fight happening." Jon Jones went on one of his bizarre rants this morning on X, following the news of his most recent criminal charge. Most of these posts have already been deleted. First off, Jon appears to admit that he was the one on the phone with police in that body cam footage. He said, "Whoever was on the phone with me at first, his timestamp is different. By the time I was acting aggressive on the phone, it was a completely different conversation. I was already in my paranoid and defensive state." He continued, "Who hit who? This is your turn to think. You want to charge me? Think about this riddle. Change me by thinking about this riddle." Challenge. Weird day this publicity. He continued, the guy in the brown jacket. Here, take my phone. He went that way. If people started getting away with this, it's gonna start a free-for-all. Intelligence. I guess when you have a voice, you should use it. Happy retirement to me. Crazy coincidence. Bob Marley said don't worry. All these arguments with our best fighters to be this dumb. I tell you, back when I was a kid, my family used to sing Joy, enjoying the Holy Ghost. My mom used to send that to me. Don't cry. I've been crying. I'm okay with that. I'm alive. Old man and still a chicken. I am okay with that. You can't catch me. Dream on. And I'm not even done talking. And that's going to wrap it up for the news. Thanks for watching. For daily MMA news and content, subscribe to Full Mount MMA and click the bell icon to be notified when we post videos. Here are the 3 top comments from last video. The first one's from Bertle McGirdle. It says, if it walks like a John, talks like a John, crashes a car, and flees the scene like a John, it's most likely a duck. The second one's from Iceman29992. It says, now there's the John Jones we all know. And the final one's from Bobby Bands. It says, anyone that still calls John Jones the GOAT is undoubtedly gay. Those were the 3 top comments from last video. If you want to be featured in the next one, all you have to do is comment down below. And if you missed yesterday's news, click the video on screen right now to get caught up.